combat. Now here's your nuke.
Yeah.
You know, like.
And when we were watching him play LD, Professor Wizard, a Puff main, was like yelling every time Wangera got a grab and didn't just throw rest, because it was like guaranteed percents. He wasn't doing it. He's like, come on, what are you doing? So he's not used to using rest, but now it's almost like he doesn't need it that much. He's just so good at using other options.
Right. Yeah, and a lot of the time rest sets you up to lose a stock if your opponent recovers really quickly, and so it's the best option. Actually, a lot of the time, even if you don't get the kill on your opponent, it's a better option not to go for the rest and try, as opposed to getting the rest and then your opponent comes and takes your stock quickly, especially if you're at high percentages.
And we're talking about the advantages that Wangera has coming to U version. The Fukurou, Kirby, I mean, he's great in both versions, but one big difference now is DI is better.
Right.
So it can be easier for Fukurou to get out of some of these combos.
Like the down air.
Like the down air.
Right.
And we really don't see Wangera go for that very much. Like down air, up tilt rest. Like he doesn't really do that.
He uses like some really smart options instead of the down air a lot of the time. If he sees his opponent shielding on a...
He plays unlike any other Puff.
He really does. And he's really given Puff players a lot of hope that they can beat... Oh, and what a beautiful up air into that rest.
That is a great way.
Oh, and this could be...
shield break.
And if Jigglypuff shield breaks, it's stock. Curtains.
Is game.
Oh, nice. He loves to use those attacks when he gets pushed off. And Fukurou won't fall for it again. He'll get a grab there.
Yeah, and I don't know the Jigglypuff percentage for Kirby forward throw, but it is below 99. I know that much.
Yeah, you see at 65 just how high Jiggly flies. Battle for air supremacy.
That's what you see a lot of times in this matchup. Both of them just kind of floating around, looking for their opening.
That should do it.
Yeah.
Off the top plat.
That was 86.
No question. 97, he lands 86 on the ground, 97 on the top
plat.
I
think it was 86, but yeah, it is a very early stock for Jigglypuff. But we saw how quickly Puff can take stocks that first one. That up air to rest was unreal.
These two are no strangers to each other. Look at him just stay just out of range of that down air. Oh, and Wangera was pursuing there. Oh, and he backs off wisely. Wangera really gives Jigglypuff players hope that you can beat any character with this character.
Yeah, Wangera is so many people's hero.
Yes, he is.
He solo mains Puff, and he does it so well. And he's the only one that does it.
And there goes Fukurou. He takes the lead here. But yeah, Wangera, I think you can argue that he is the most skilled player in the world in some aspects, doing what he does with Jigglypuff.
That might have been a little bit of DI, but just jumping back into Kirby's forward air, Jigglypuff really only has 2 good jumps. So after those, he's just kind of puffing.
Yeah.
He's just kind of, he didn't really go anywhere.
Around. And we know how quickly he can take stock, so he's not out of this yet by any means, but this is not good.
He didn't even want a shield there. He's get me out of here. And all right, so you keep seeing Wangera do those back airs while recovering. It's because it actually makes Puff smaller.
Yeah, he's manipulating his hurt box to make sure he stays out of the way.
And there are, clips online of him doing that, and you can see it actually did help him. He dodged an attack because he did that. So it's not just all for show.
And a lot of the time he's dodging the potential attack that could hit him otherwise, even if it's not necessarily put out.
And it stalls your momentum a little bit. Second place rest? No, he doesn't.
Yeah, it might have worked there.
Yeah, that was it.
And that's an incredible recovery.
He had no jumps. Pound was his only option, and he gets up off the ledge too fast.
Yeah. That forward smash from Kirby stays out for a while, so he dropped down. I don't know if he was trying to do a rising in air, but gets caught.
Yeah, that second place rest is stole that one from Y-Bomb.
Oh, I love that.
2 years ago, Apex, and it's a great option.
It is a great option.
And it makes Kirby a little bit scared about going for those down airs.
Yeah.
Reverse, no up B. He goes for the nair instead. It's hard to get Puff with that just because she floats so far after each hit.
Wangera's fallen behind a little bit here, but everyone's, it's all tied up there in neutral here.
Now we are seeing them just battle for the air, battle for that top plat.
Yeah, and these characters move so similarly that at times they just kind of dance that.
Oh, I thought we were going to see another.
I thought so too. I don't know if he wasn't confident in the height of that, you know, what jump he was on. It's really scary to be by Kirby's back air.
Yes, Kirby's back air is definitely the thing that Puff is most afraid of. It's a huge hitbox and it reaches above Kirby.
Oh, that was really nice.
Wangera uses his forward air very well. I think most Puffs rely on nair, which is a great move. He uses forward air usually to kind of lead into combos.
Yeah,
like we saw with the rest.
And he gets a little more distance on it.
Yes,
so
that's
a lot of times he wouldn't have caught them with a nair. You know, and he's trying to stay just out of range, and when he falls into range, he throws that forward air out there. It gets out there quick, and it gives him a little range.
And that could have been another tech rest, because Fukurou is just falling straight on top of him with these down airs.
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
a good option sometimes when you're just being overwhelmed, too.
But
that'll do it.
I'll stop pointing him out, but there's my Puff brain is like, please do it.
Yeah, I've had to use that one against Spyro here and there. It's the only breath of air that you get once in a while.
And it's a pretty exciting moment for everybody.
Yeah.
Just rest out of nowhere is always fun.
Oh, and he's able to jump out of there. I don't think Fukurou expected him to jump. He didn't throw out an attack.
Yeah, he didn't fast fall to pursue either. Fukurou's off stage.
Oh,
but just turns around
on the final jump, turns around. Oh, see that pivot, running plat drop to drop that nair in there. These guys are both so smooth.
He wants him to push him off. And Wangera just no fear using all of his jumps off stage like that against the Kirby.
Wow, and he maybe had a rest there.
Yeah, maybe, and it was like close where he might have been able to get in an up tilt, but he wasn't confident. He saved that rest for now, and going off the top, you know, full time to wake up. Complete reset there. So Wangera with his first lead, I think.
That was one of the, and very good from Fukurou to keep Wangera off. Wangera's, the last stock he took off Fukurou, he was able to finally get that edge guard sort of. I mean, he let Fukurou back on the stage, but he knew exactly where he was going to go and place that down air to be able to follow up and get that rest. Oh, again, just stops and forward smashes that get up. Yeah, and Fukurou didn't fall for it. Put that down air all the way out there. For Kirby in this matchup, you really have to kind of be patient and take it slow. You have the tools.
You don't want to over pursue because you get rested.
Yeah.
That's just what happens.
Exactly. You have better tools than Jiggly, but Jiggly has bigger guns, essentially. Great recovery.
And it's see, Fukurou knew Wangera wanted to come out there and get him.
Yeah.
So he just pulled back a little bit, and you can trick people with that. I saw him try it in doubles as well.
Oh, that recovery.
This should be it.
That's going to be it. Wow, and Wangera, Fukurou knows he blew that one. He really had that in the bag, and wow, Wangera with that nair just catches Fukurou and is able to get that grab. That was huge.
And I know all the Puff fans right now are going crazy.
Yeah.
Their hero.
Man, and now this is 1-1 when we thought it was going to be 2-0.
Wangera had a lead there, and then it looked like Fukurou was going to take it. Another rest, but he goes backwards.
He's going to be able to wake up before Kirby can punish.
And Wangera is very fortunate for him that Wispy didn't start blowing, because that left side, there's nothing holding you back. You'll go right off the stage.
Ooh, and maybe gets a little close.
No jumps now. It doesn't matter.
It's a good pound. Oh, red.
Yeah. Puff just can't fall that fast, though. It's kind of, you can react to that.
Yeah.
Like when he tried that running flat drop earlier, Fukurou just moves, you know? It's not like Falcon is falling down there or Fox.
Oh, there you see him manipulate that hurt box again with that back air. Whoa.
And he was just waiting for that down air. Puff didn't really have any jumps left. Saw it coming a mile away.
Yeah.
And that percent up tilt, that'll take a stock.
Yeah, it's strong enough to finish the stock there. Oh, nice reactionary nair. Oh, he's got to be careful.
It's so risky going after Kirby off stage because that forward air just sucks you down.
Yeah, it just puts you in a really bad position, especially with Kirby's down air.
Yeah, and as a character with no vertical recovery, Puff, it's
yeah.
You don't want to be down there.
Yeah, the reward might not be worth it when all you're getting is a weak nair sort of push.
And Wangera, he got that down air and then did the plat drop, and he knew an up tilt was coming, so he just kind of moved out of the way. Too many people instinctively plat drop dare and just get up tilted.
Oh, great rising nair to avoid that grab.
Wangera got above Fukurou, but he just threw out a back air, and like we said, it reaches above him.
Oh, what a recovery, and Fukurou maybe had some options there.
Yeah, he threw out a forward air instead of a down air.
Yeah. Wangera uses the stage and uses that back air. Says no DI from you. You're getting hit into the stage and down. Oh.
Yeah, and Kirby, getting in a jump battle with Kirby is not what you want to do. You are going to lose.
Yeah, he wanted to get above Kirby. He was really thinking, I've got.
Oh, and he missed.
That's going to be huge. Let's see. He's not going to have enough time to push Wangera off.
Yeah, and he wasn't able to get that nair into up B either.
Again, we see Wangera uncharacteristically falling into an up tilt. Oh!
He's gotten so many of these pounds. Fukurou continuing to space back airs. It's been working for him, so he's trying to stick to it.
That'll
this
do
up
it.
tilt into a rest.
And Kirby won't have time to punish? No, he catches the shield. Maybe could have.
That was risky for Wangera to shield. You shield that down air,
yeah.
You get a couple up tilts and there's your stock.
Coitons. Yeah, I was thinking maybe Kirby should have dropped an air into him. Get a little more shield stun.
Let's see, Wangera's off stage. He used a couple jumps. He got right over.
Yeah, he used that forward air.
86 from the side plat does it. That throw can just take stock so early from Puff. You saw 86 on the side plat. So even if you're not getting edge guards, if you're just racking up damage with these back airs, all this spacing, forward throw will do it. Up tilt, no rest.
What did he want there?
I don't know. That had to be a tech error. Because a rest would have done it.
It looked like he was going for a pivot regrab. Yeah, rest would have done it. And
Kirby
tries to wait him out with those jumps.
Another trade.
I think he will take that trade. Yeah. So Wangera.
Now rest anywhere is on the table. This is last stock. You can see another off-stage rest.
Oh.
Yeah, he can't do it at that percent. Still too low. Now it'll work.
Oh, he's got not many jumps left.
Fukurou DI's off stage to avoid the up tilt. But he can't avoid that one.
And Wangera is now up 2-1 on Fukurou. Wow. This guy is so clutch. From his matches with Dexter And then his matches with the other Japanese players.
He is just clutch.
He is so clutch.
He pulls it out exactly when he needs to. You know, he could be down the whole set and then just bust out something crazy. And that's kind of the nature of Jigglypuff.
Yeah.
Jigglypuff
yes,
is a comeback character.
You're never out of it.
And Kirby is a character that has a hard time punishing rest. Like, even, you know, if Kirby respawns, he's just too slow to really do much.
It's just so floaty.
And Wangera had a lot of success edge guarding that last game, but Fukurou with the edge guard here. Normally, I think Kirby edge guards Puff pretty well.
Yeah,
back airs and forward air. It's just, it can be
down
brutal.
tilts and just so many weapons. Just what to choose. But Wangera is so tricky with his spacing and hurt box manipulation, like we've never seen anyone else do. I guess you really don't know until you play him exactly how, you know, tricky he can be.
I mean, looking back, there's really only two Puffs that like really get your attention or like ever kind of blew your mind, and it's Wangera and Isaiah.
Yeah.
Like, they're the two. The other Puffs are, you know, it's trying to catch up to them.
Yep.
But they are all taking tricks from Wangera. You know, Isaiah hasn't played Puff in a long time, so everyone just goes back and watches these Wangera videos, and you know, that like the back air thing.
Right.
That was a new thing. No one did that until last year.
Isaiah played a bit of Puff at Gommel.
Yeah, he played a little bit.
And it was still really fun to watch.
It's always fun to watch.
Let's see how what he does here to get back on the stage. And yep, Fukurou sort of gives up there.
Puff wants to recover high against Kirby always.
Yes.
Just gives you the most. You see him just pounding before he even used any jumps.
Oh, and Fukurou, it's the second time he caught him with that nair, just spacing perfectly. He waited out the pound the first time.
And this is where it can be tough to approach Kirby. When Kirby's on that top plat, but Wangera gets a grab. Isn't able to do anything with it. Fukurou turns it around, gets Wangera off stage. Catch him with that forward air. Oh, bad F smash.
I mean, is that the best option after a down air with Kirby to just start up tilting Jigglypuff?
On the platform? Not really.
Even on the ground. I mean, unless you can put him above a platform, but in the middle, when he's not going to get to the top plat. Oh, nice back air. Wangera's low on jumps.
Down tilt will do it.
Yeah. And he sat there crouching, just waiting for it.
And Wangera, on his last stock this game, Fukurou made some serious adjustments. Was able, and I think one of the biggest is that he was able to edge guard Wangera this time.
Yeah.
It felt like Wangera got back every time last game.
And he seems to have been winning the spacing wars a lot of the time in this match, in this game rather, with those nairs. And
Fukurou with the presence of mind to immediately shield. He knew Wangera was going to get pushed off.
Oh, and again, Fukurou baits him, waits out that approach. Here we go again. Oh.
And another nair. Fukurou with the 3 stock.
Yeah, and Wangera saw him up tilting on the platform, so Wangera expected that he was waiting for Wangera to approach, and that was how Fukurou was able to be so tricky on that last nair. He up tilted, and then he ran in, switched it from a waiting roll to sort of pursuing, runs off the platform and nairs. Really nice adjustment there from Fukurou. And now this is the final game in this set.
Game 5, Wangera Fukurou.
So Wangera had the momentum for a while, but
he had to know that up tilt wasn't going to work.
Yeah, it's just that
shield on the edge of the platform. Fukurou going high
hoping
again.
He was going to get a poke maybe.
Coming down with the dare, but Wangera techs out.
Oh, and he's very low on jumps now, too.
He's able to get that fastball, but Fukurou's DI is just good enough to get him out.
Oh, and that nair came out so quickly. Yeah, and Fukurou thought Wangera was trying to go above him. So he sort of concedes the lower part of the stage.
And Puff has to be tricky here. When Kirby is jumping over that top plat, he has more jumps. He can jump higher. He can last longer in the air. So Puff has to kind of read the jumps and weave in at just the right time.
Oh, and that was great spacing, and that'll do it. Wangera came in with that slow falling nair, and Fukurou was able to space it perfectly and get the grab. Now, this is sort of a tricky percentage for Wangera to have Fukurou at, right? Like 93%. So
yeah, back throw. Yeah. Back throw, nair, up air. You know what? Up air will definitely.
Yeah. But still, approaching Kirby from below is a scary thought. Oh.
This is when I usually go for like down air up smash, but I'm bad.
Same.
That would not work on Fukurou. His DI has been great. He's been getting out of everything. Now, I don't know, though, if Wangera has been Z-canceling his down airs. It seems like he has.
And forward air into down smash is beautiful.
And that's, let's see, Wangera, see if he can make this back. Fukurou just waiting him out, and he does get back.
Does that teleport to follow up with that nair. Oh, Wangera's recovery with Jigglypuff is world class, to say the least. Fukurou was waiting there. They were going jump for jump.
And that up air trades, and Wangera does hold on to his stock.
Wow, and Wangera is here, and the crowd is clapping. So it is stock even, though he is very high. A back air could seal it. Pretty much anything could seal it at 103 for the lightest character in the game.
That poor balloon Pokemon.
And a poke. Oh, and Wangera's almost able to follow that into something.
But an up air at that low percent is very punishable.
Yeah. Might have been worth it just to rest right there, send him further away.
Yeah, I don't even know if he could have gotten it out in time.
Oh.
That is the only advantage to Jigglypuff's terrible last couple jumps, is that it fakes people out sometimes.
Right.
You like hover above them for a split second, just like Wangera did. He was able to drop in and get that dare.
But you know, he hesitated after the dare. And I don't think he canceled it, you know, which obviously is good. With Jigglypuff's down air, if you don't see cancel, you get that pop-up, as most of you may know.
Which sets up an up tilt, an up smash.
A down smash, but he seemed to hesitate and lost his advantage there. He probably could have gotten a stock out of it. And that was a smart move, not to, like that was the last time you said, you know, he had to know that up tilt was going to push him off. And this time he knew, I'm not going to up tilt and push you off the off the platform, rather. And that won't be enough. Oh.
And Wangera going out, challenging Fukurou on the recovery. And then Nair takes the stock, ties it up at 2.
And he's closed the gap here because last time they tied stocks at 3 stocks.
This could be a 0 to death.
And it is not. Whoa!
Fukurou had just enough DI in the right direction to save him there.
And Wangera now with a lead. Oh, and uses that last jump.
And this could be a shield break.
Oh man, that might have been that rest you were talking about.
Yeah, I mean, you got to do it at the clutchest time, right?
Yep.
Last stock, something at the very end. This is going to be tough. Fukurou to come back from. He is now down.
And Fukurou, his body language.
He realizes how close this is.
Yeah.
This could be it.
He realizes he might have let it slip away. He's really got to buckle down. And oh, and there it is. He chases him with that down air. Pivot F smash.
Here we go. Last stock, game 5, 0-0. And this is
one of the Japanese players is going to be eliminated after this stock.
No, actually, they are in winners.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Thank you.
Because I almost said the same thing, and I realized they were in winners. Second place rest would not have saved them there. I know what you're all thinking. Kirby is only at 7%. He needs to tack on some more damage before any of that becomes viable.
Yeah. He's going to have to. Oh, and Fukurou just waited for him, and that almost was it.
Saw that coming a mile away, just waited and up tilted.
Wangera's got to be careful. He can't just try to drop in a down air.
Yeah, this isn't some Kirby in pools. You can't do that.
Might have lost some power somewhere.
Yeah.
You heard the crowd go wild when everything dimmed just a little bit here.
And that pound, not enough, not a high enough percent.
And he tries to up tilt on shield. It would have been worth it. And that F smash, he's able to
Fukurou
avoid.
only has one more jump, but Wangera takes it.
No! The DI!
And the back air seals
That's
it for
it!
Wangera.
Wangera! And he knows the crowd. He's enjoying it.
Fukurou cannot believe.
And Fukurou gives him a pound. They exchange a handshake.
It was a pound shake.
A pound shake. What a set.
And Fukurou looks crushed.